Today, you're gonna see 8 of the top Squid Game deaths that made fans rage quit. Use this video to feel sad. In the exit room, the shaman bitch and Minsu, the door exit stays locked and a cold murder knife stays close to Minsu. Tension really takes off when the poor Minsu is under the influence from taking Thanos' drugs and sees his zesty bully Namju. I could feel myself hold my breath because panic and fear entered the chat. Especially when the scene changed from Namju to the fortune lady. Yeah, my sweaty palms could tell her fate was sealed. And what made it worse, and made me laugh, is the fact this sexy lady instigated Minsu, eventually pushing his ass out the way. My eyes went big, seeing a strong chin bitch look like she took a knife to the gut. Except, my eyes weren't wrong. So I take my butt out my fingers and take a look around the Squid Game room. And I just see Minsu and the shaman lady in a childlike walls with no one coming to help. My new sad crush was dying. I'm annoyed how she didn't get a lot of screen time, but my stanky booty palms couldn't help but to sweat anymore because my short tail thought I was going to be killed next. 7. The ExMarine. Also in the hide-and-seek death games, Daeho and Jihun fight with a shoe and a sharp knife. I cheered for Daeho when he disarmed Jihun with a damn shoe, but quickly resented him for choking the hell out of my baby daddy Jihun. My face frowned when Jihun throws a cold hoe to the ground, and my breath gets taken away, seeing the dead man walking choke the balls out of Daeho. My face frowned, and my angry eyebrows couldn't tell who to root for. Jihun versus Daeho? Who the hell would win this? Who did I want to win? I felt entirely helpless just watching this fight, seeing Daeho literally grab onto Jihun, and his last words being, "It's your fault." Bro, my heart sank. If anyone said it was my fault for getting 5 other players killed when I should have beat the damn Squid Game, I would feel betrayed. I would hate myself knowing that I killed somebody and his last words were, "It's your fault." You really gotta be really strong and not to feel some type of sad emotion. Maybe because you get no emotion. Ow! I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to cope with humor with the, insane dead games of Squid Game. In the cold corridor, Daeho and Jihun go lifeless in front of the open door when their chapter has closed. Regret and feeling like I just crossed the line came over me because I knew from this point, Jihun crossed a fat-ass line that he could not return from. You can use the rest of this video to process Squid Game and to let some stress out, 6. Minsu. In the final moments on the Sky Squid Game, Minsu, Jihun, newborn baby, and expendable randoms stand on a cold, red concrete circle. Desperation kicks in when Minsu is cornered and under the influence. Sad to say, but what he's seeing isn't a girl, but a 12-inch angry pole pushing him to his death.
I'm sorry, Sammy.
It was sad hearing the slow music swell, and it really backstabs you when the poor Minsu's body falls on the cold, hard ground. You know the character is dead when you see their cold, lifeless body, and seeing Minsu's cold, lifeless body really confirmed his death and confirmed my anger because he didn't become a fan favorite until I saw him die. And this really made me feel more annoyed seeing how unfair this world can be sometimes. In Squid Game as a parallel to being real life, yeah, this made everything all the more question my existence. In the exit room, remember the shaman leans on the door? Minsu and the shaman lady catch their breaths in the empty space, but felt helpless. Hold up, there's a car coming, and I'm scared. I'm recording like at 10 o'clock at night. Oh, shit. Okay. And if you're scared for your favorite character dying, Be sure to drop a like and watch this video all the way until the end. You know the character is dead when you see their cold, lifeless body. And seeing Minsu's cold, lifeless body really confirmed his death and confirmed my anger because he didn't become a fan favorite until I saw him die. 5. The Old Hag son death. Back in the exit room, Jihun, the old lady's son, and Granny fight against the cold knife going into Jun's body. The exit door is shut, stopping Junhee's escape, but desperation enters the room and my sweaty palms come back to life. When he raises the sharp knife to end Junhee's life, I'm angry because she just gave birth and is gonna die from this coward not killing a random player earlier. But I'm even more annoyed at the fact that he cannot go through with the kill. And I cringe hearing the baby cry, seeing a hairpin backstab this nerd with glasses, and his mom coming to reality, backstabbing her own son. In the children's room, Granny's son and Jihun hear the timer strike 000. I'm pissed off knowing the guards are coming. I'm sweating in my palms again, knowing this Granny will be shot too. But even more angry at the fact that this will be my last time seeing the son. And I still don't know how to say his name properly. I had to put my phone down, seeing the guards train their weapons on the two. And I was not ready for both son, mother, and new mother be killed when the first guard set foot in the room. And I looked away, hearing the horrifying screams of the mother begging for her son to live. You need to honor the dead. You need to drop a like and finish this video all the way into the end. You need to continue watching for the 3 bad bitches that died so far, because from now on, it gets even worse. Because in the large, cold bedroom, 4 pink soldiers carry a black coffin. Dread kicks in when you see the blurred, lifeless body of the old, sad, lonely old lady. The feeling is even worse when you remember she backstabbed her son, delivered a baby for a stranger, and ultimately was her choice to compete in a Squid Game for her son. But where's her son now? Where would your son be if you had a son in Squid Game and he died? Where would you be? Would you keep playing the game? You would probably be in the same position as the grandma if one of your kids died before you. 3. Junhee. Later in the jump rope game, Junhee, Jihun, player 333, and 10 other players fight against the odds, and sadness fills the room after she forces Jihun to promise to take care of her lonely and orphan daughter. She was at a major disadvantage, but she could have lived if she thugged out her injury, but she chose to give up her life and not be a burden to anyone else. Not to Jihun, not to her baby daddy, and not to her daughter. Damn, bro, why they gotta kill the baddest bitch ever? Life ain't fair, bruh. Just like player 120, the Transgenders' death. In the safe blue room, transgender Granny and baddie Junhee with her newborn sit on a blue concrete floor. The women are relieved to give birth and help give birth to Junhee's newborn. Unrelated, but I thought the cops were coming. Back in the safe blue room, transgender Granny and baddie Junhee with her newborn sit on the blue concrete floor. The women are relieved to give birth and help give birth to Junhee's newborn. Excitement really kicks in, knowing the transgender recently fought off 2 knife attackers and found happy and excited. You know, my face was smiling and my little pee-pee was up because I had a crush on transgender. Until sad desperation kicked in. Happy sparks in player 120's eyes became bleak, and surprise, shock, and desperation struck Granny and Junhee's face. My palms get sweaty every time seeing the knife go in and out. Player 120 and the sad piano music makes my face wrinkle and steam come from my ears. Rage explodes. when I see this Harry Potter bootleg Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker Asian period blood soaked face player 333 step into the room and gaze at his baby mama and granny. In that room, the four humans in cold say, all right, I'm dipping, bro. These motherfuckers really think. In that room, the four humans in cold, safe kids' room become filled with rage, betrayal, and sweaty palms. You see players 120's eyes close. Yeah, this hurts. It almost made me drop the series on the second out of the 6 episodes of the new season. This was bullshit, especially when you know player 333 gets no benefits for wiping out player 120. First, poor Jihun. In Sky's Squid Game, you saw a lot of dead bodies, but after Jihun kills player 333, while frontman and the VIP watch from their safe room, he forgets to press the button starting the game, meaning that it's either his life or the baby's life. He feels determined to win this game, but I couldn't help but feel angry, knowing he was not going to change his mind. Humans are not horses. Humans are... This was one of the best ways to end the series. To recap, these were some of the most brutal deaths in Squid Game that made fans rage quit. The shaman lady, fight me in the comments. The ExMarine, aka Daeho, when he told Jihun, it's your fault. 6, Minsu, he had his A-Train redemption arc and won fans over in the last minute. 5, the Old Hag son death. His mama backstabbed him in the back. 4, the granny suicide. She chose to take her life after delivering a baby and taking her own son's life. 3rd, Jihun. She took her own life while making a new life with her baby and trusting others to take care of her daughter. 2nd, player 120, the transgender badass who found the exit and stuck around to deliver the baby. Jihun and the granny was an overall badass. Died for no reason. And first, poor Jihun. Humans are not horses. Humans are